So, today we're here to talk about the differences between the American and the Italian political system. The first big difference is the type of government. In Italy, we have a democratic republic since June the 2nd, 1946, when a popular referendum was instituted to decide to abolish the monarchy, but it came into force from January the 1st, 1948, after a constituent assembly had worked out a constitution. Italy is then divided into 20 regions, but each of them has not a high power and always has to answer to the central power, composed by parliament, government, and the president of the republic for his actions. In the USA, instead, we find a federal republic that is a union of 50 states, a federal district, and 5 other territories, which are all independent one from the other, and they can all make their own law about specific matters, such as education, sanity, and infrastructure maintenance. On the other hand, we have the federal government divided into the Congress, the President, and the Supreme Court. It is common to all the states and makes decisions about common matters like security, defense, and monetary policy. These two different types of government have both been established in their respective constitutions that form another point of difference. The Italian constitution, as we said before, was ratified in 1948, so we can call it a young constitution. It is also a long constitution. In fact, it is composed by 139 articles. In the first 12 we can find the fundamental principles of the constitution, and there's also an article that specifies how the Italian flag is composed, so that it cannot be confused with the old one. Then we have the first part, rights and duties of the citizens, and then the last one that explains the organization and the division of power. Then we have the American Constitution. It was ratified on September 1787 by the first 13 colonies and came into force officially from March the 4th, 1789, when George Washington was sworn as first president. It initially consisted of 2 parts: the preamble, which explains the reasons why the Constitution had been wrote, and then we could only find other 7 articles. Then, in order to specify which were the rights of citizens, 27 amendments were added. The first 10 of them are called Bill of Rights, and in fact it guarantees individual liberties, while the others are about the right to vote. These amendments protect the principle of equality that had been declared in the Declaration of Independence. After we analyze the 2 constitutions, another aspect where we can spot some differences is the president and the system of election. In Italy, the president of the republic is elected by the parliament, voted by the population. To be elected, he has to be 50 or older. Once he's been chosen, the president of the republic does not have much power. He appoints the president of the council of ministers and the ministers. He holds the election and referendums for abrogation and constitutional process, and has other minor duties. Besides, he has the role to represent the nation and to coordinate the actions of parliament, government, and magistrature. On the other hand, the President of the USA is also the head of the states, but he is the head of the executive branch and controls the armed force too. He is elected indirectly by the population that vote a representative of their state, which has the final job to vote for the president. But in America, we have the winner takes all rule. Based on this rule, the candidate who gains the most of the votes from a state is going to take the vote of all the representatives of that one. So, it is important for a candidate to try to get the approbation of those states which have a higher number of representatives. Once he's elected, he shall last in power for 4 years, and then he can be re-elected just one more time. His time in the White House could end earlier if he is accused of impeachment, misconduct, or treason. Last, in the USA, The legislative branch includes a bicameral Congress, made up by the Senate and the House of Representatives. But, unlike the Italian system, here we can find a check and balance system, where the legislative and executive branch control each other's actions. Whereas in Italy, the parliament, which holds the legislative branch, is the only one that has the control on the government. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and sorry if I'm very late, but I had a lot of problems during the creation of the video.